Hello everyone. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Monday, April 6th. I'm Dan Filgreen. On today's show, we will take a look at the winners from this year's photo contest and show. Also, we'll enjoy images from last week's Easter egg hunt that took place on the island. And finally, we'll find out about the balance and mobility training classes that begin today in the Health Club. But first, we want to remind you of the David Osborne Trio concert this Thursday. You don't want to miss this Pianist to the Presidents. Osborne's recordings have become the #1 romantic piano recordings nationwide and have reached millions of fans. The Fine and Performing Arts Series concert will take place at the Village Church at 7:30 p.m. For tickets, call 454-2067. Also on Thursday, in the morning, is an important opportunity to learn how to spot and avoid fraud. A special guest speaker who has over 30 years of experience in this field will be talking about outsmarting investment fraud. He will teach you tips and tricks to recognize and elude fraud. This will take place at 10:15 a.m. Thursday in the Social Center on the island. On Friday, there will be a trip to the Ding Darling Wildlife Refuge for a lecture by author Jerry Lorenz. He will present information about the roseate spoonbills, including the birds' habits and where they live. Time will also be allowed to browse the visitor center exhibits and the bookstore. There will be a stop for ice cream on your own at Pinocchio's on Sanibel Island. The cost for the trip is $8 with court pickups beginning at 11:45 a.m. The approximate return will be 4 p.m. Last week was the gala for the photo contest and show. Winning photographers in each category were announced, and Melody Desilets gave us the opportunity to capture several of the first place winners with our cameras as well.
Hi Shell Point, what you see directly behind me is the audience for our annual photo contest and show. It's always a very exciting time where we reveal the winners of this wonderful show. And as you can see, there's pictures all throughout the perimeter of the Resident Activity Center here on the island. So of course we say everyone is a winner, but we will be announcing first, second, third place, and possibly an honorable mention for the show. So I'm sure the judges had a difficult time determining the winners, but here we go. We have the first category, which is architecture. And for the first place ribbon, we have John Rohde with Hotel Hallway San Jose. Second place ribbon goes to Nancy Hall, Homes with Style. Our third place ribbon goes to Dorothy Erickson, Temple of Zeus, Athens, Voice, a spiritual stop on the Camino de Santiago. Second place goes to Pete Martin for Elephant Emerging. Third place ribbon as well for Flower Lady. Okay, now we are moving on to the third category, Birds Anywhere. Our first place winner is to Phyllis Ingalls for Tea for Two. Second place goes to John Rohde for I Can Dance. Third place goes to Carl Bowser. It must have been something I ate. Number 4 category is fun and festive events. And our first place winner goes to Frank Moore for Free Ride. Second place goes to Pam Blau, Highland Boy. Third place, Pete Martin, High Water Flyer. Category 5 is Other Wildlife Anywhere. Frank Moore, Hopping on Board. The ribbon for second place goes to Mary Hirsch, Any Snacks for Me. And ribbon for third place goes to Lyle Labor, Baby Raccoon. Category number 6 is People. Blue ribbon is Alvin Williams. It doesn't get better than this. Ribbon for the second place goes to Fran Ippenson, Artists in Nature. And third place goes to David Tompkins, Shelling Morning Fog. Now we're on to category 7 for pets. First place goes to Anne Chatfield for Phineas, My Love. Fran Ippenson for What's Up, Doc? And third place goes to George Bale for Calypso. Category number 8, Scenery at Shell Point. First place ribbon goes to Roberta Young for Shell Point Sunrise. Second place goes to Jean Warden for Color Our World. Third place is Holly B. English with Morning Tranquility. Scenery Elsewhere. First place goes to Prue Harris for Sunrise Moon Setting at Bunch Beach. Second place ribbon, Patty Waters for British Columbia View. Third place, Caribbean View for Frank Moore. Still Life category, Judith Krug, first place for Harvey's Private Cellar. Pete Martin, second place for Water Drop Images. Third place goes to David Marriott for Fanfare. Category 11, and it's Travel. Our first place winner is Patty Waters for Sicilian Hound. Our second place winner is George Nelson for Majestic Matterhorn. And our third place winner is Mary Hirsch, Iwo Memorial. I am standing here with Phyllis Ingalls, who not only won a first place ribbon for her T for Two photo, but she also won our annual Ted Boynton Best in Show trophy. Phyllis, would you hold that up for us and let us take a good look at that beautiful trophy?
Look at it shining. Isn't that wonderful?
Yes. Now, Phyllis has participated in many shows and has won many ribbons, and this is your first trophy, correct?
This is my absolute first trophy. I can't believe it. I'm just overwhelmed. I really am.
Good. Now,
surprise.
You were surprised then that you won?
Yeah. Oh, well, hello. Yes.
Now, can you describe your picture to us?
Yes, it was a picture that I took in North Carolina, up on the mountains, and in North Carolina in the morning, early morning, it's always foggy, and it was foggy that morning, and I got up and I looked out the lanai and I said, whoa, there's hummingbirds out there, and they're silhouetted against the fog, and I had bought the red bird feeder. Therefore, I took it, and here we are.
How long have you been taking pictures for?
I started taking pictures after I came here. I did. I met Herb and Les, and they took me under their wing, and here I am.
Well, you hear that? We were brought full circle. Herb and Les took her under their wing, and she won with a winning picture with wings, hummingbird wings.
There you go.
So it's all connected. Thank you, Phyllis, and congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a lot of fun.
I am here with John Rohde, who won a first place ribbon in the newest category, new to this year's show, Architecture. And I want to know, John, what inspired you to take this picture?
We were at the hotel in San Jose, Costa Rica. It was early in the morning and the sun was coming down the hallway, and I said, well, I just got to take that picture, and it came out.
Absolutely. Well, he said it was the first shot, and it also got the first place ribbon. So
right.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
John. You're welcome. Okay, I'm here with Roberta Young. She won a first place ribbon for Shell Point Sunrise. So, of course, Shell Point is your home.
Yes.
What inspired you to get up early and take that sunrise?
I like to take the pictures early in the morning, and I walked by there and saw those kids out there, and I thought, that's wonderful. So,
excellent. So you're looking forward to next year and getting some great
absolutely.
shots. And Shell Point is a good
Shell
place
Point.
to be.
Oh, it's wonderful. All kinds of things to see and do. Yes.
Excellent. Well, keep that camera handy, and
I will.
thank you for participating.
Thank you.
I'm here with Frank Moore from Lakewood, and he won 2 separate first place ribbons as well as several other ribbons in the show.
Yeah.
So Frank, you won free ride in the fun and or festive events category, and also you won hopping on board with other wildlife anywhere.
Yes, this is a wonderful way to share. I put bird pictures on the elevators in my building, and sharing what you love is pretty special.
That is absolutely so true. And honestly, I couldn't say it any better. So this is a man who not only gives of his talent, but keeps improving on his talent. So thank you so much for participating.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Alvin Williams, who is from Lucina, and he won a first place ribbon in the category People And the title is It Doesn't Get Any Better Than This. And I would say getting first place, it doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Shell Point doesn't get any better than this.
Hey, well said. So what inspired you to take that photo, Alvin?
I just started actually taking photographs last year. So my stepfather was an artist and my mother's an artist. And so I have some perspective.
Yeah.
But I've just started this and I really enjoy it.
That is fantastic. I am here with Judith Krug, and she is from Eagles Preserve, and she won in the category of still life, and it was Harvey's Private Cellar was the title of her picture.
I took it at Harvey's Winery, Harvey's Bristol Green Winery in Spain, and I took it with my iPhone.
You did?
Yes, that's why I'm pleased it won first prize.
Wow. If that doesn't tell you something, that technology has come
Yes.
so far. Clearly you have an eye for what looks good, but an iPhone and your eye can make a winning photograph.
And I didn't Photoshop it at all.
That is fantastic.
So,
Well, congratulations. Can
Thank
we
you.
look forward to you participating in more shows?
oh sure,
Absolutely.
I enjoy it.
Well, that wraps up our photo contest and show award ceremony. Thank you so much for joining us. You still have time to come out and enjoy these photos, these 8x10 beautiful portraits that were put on display for your enjoyment through Friday, April 10th. So I hope to see you out and about in your community, and be sure to take some great pictures.
For an up-close encounter with all of the photo contest entrants, be sure to check them out on display through this Friday at the Resident Activity Center. In celebration of this past weekend's observance of Easter, we caught up with the Easter egg hunt that took place here on the island, just outside the village church. There were several colorful Easter bonnets to add extra color to the event, as the children of several Shell Point staff came out for the traditional hunt. Let's take a look now at some of the highlights of that event. The Island Health Club is a great place to spend some time getting into a routine of exercise for staying active and healthy. As we grow older, flexibility, strength, and balance decrease. Fitness coordinator Craig Norling is standing by to tell us all about the classes that begin today to help you improve balance and avoid falls, along with exercises to strengthen the legs, feet and ankles, and the upper body for better posture.
Hello, my name is Craig Norling, and I'm the personal trainer here at Shell Point and the instructor of the Balance and Mobility Level 1 class. Okay, so I'm here to talk to you guys today about that. I'm here at the Health Club, and this is actually the room that we're going to be doing it in. The biggest thing with the Balance and Mobility Level 1 is it's a good opportunity for you to come in and start the basics of balance. Okay, and this class is designed for anybody and everybody, regardless of your limitations. Okay, we do a lot of things sitting down, and we'll do a lot of strengthening exercises as well for the upper body and the lower body. We do spend half the class sitting down doing different exercises, but we'll also spend half the class on our feet. And again, we'll be holding on to that chair that I mentioned earlier. You will never be away from that chair. There's a lot of times that we will do exercises away from the chair, but it'll always be there if you do need it. The benefits of this class, again, just to give you the basics of that balance. We'll also go over fall prevention. I know that's a big thing with seniors. We'll talk about a lot of fall prevention and what you can do to prevent the falls and what you can do to get up from those falls if you do happen to have one. As far as the strengthening side, we use different toys here. We use dumbbells, okay? We'll use weighted medicine balls for grip strength, okay? So we do a lot of strengthening exercises for the upper and the lower body, okay? As we get older, balance is probably one of the first things to go, okay? Just over the years, we just don't use those stabilizer muscles like we used to, and so this whole class is designed to do that, okay? To strengthen those stabilizers muscles back up. We will be offering this class on Monday and Wednesdays from 1:45 to 2:30, okay? It does cost $120 for the 24 sessions, and you can sign up at either service desk. Get signed up, and I hope to see you guys soon at this class.
And now it's time to cover all of today's happenings, menus, and Village Church connections, right after this important Listening to the Words preview from David Howenstein.
This week's Listening to the Words is where you can experience the good, the bad, and the beautiful. The first story speaks of photos of the devoted dog swimming to stay up with his new friends, prompting one fan to call the moment magical. A dog figures prominently in a story titled The Mad Squirrel Bombing Run. In another story titled Is Honesty the Best Policy in Volleyball? A player receives a profound reaction to her gesture. You'll hear two very different but equally moving reactions to cancer, one by a Shell Point woman who was determined to be cancer-free, and the other by the daughter of a woman who holds to her deceased mother's smiling face at sunrise. Also, a woman is sorry she did not respond to a misunderstanding between black and white bus riders. On a lighter note, let the title of the closing piece say it all: Be careful when you blame your wife. This is David Howenstein reminding you that the 30-minute program airs on Shell Point Channel 12 beginning at the top and then again at the bottom of each hour, all 7 days of each week, with a new show starting every Monday. And thank you for listening to the words.
Welcome to the Happenings segment of Shell Point TV. I'm Bev Chandley, and this is Caitlin Van Scoy, and we're going to tell you about the activities that we're going to offer for you here today at Shell Point. We're going to start at 8 o'clock with the men's match play doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. At 8:45, the virtual bowling group will be in the Resident Activity Center. Billiards will be played also at the Resident Activity Center, and that's at 9:15. Also at 9:15, the Lollygaggers paddlers will be meeting at the kayak storage facility for their weekly outing. And our one last 9:15 activity is pottery with instruction available at the Pottery Studio. We'll move to 10 o'clock for the men's match play doubles tennis at the Woodlands Tennis Courts. Also at 10 o'clock, the Suzy Q goes to Matanzas on the Bay. Sign-up is required for those trips at the Island Greeters desk. At 10:15, the Parkinson's Enrichment Group will be meeting in the community room at King's Crown. And the Disciple Men's Study Group will be in the game room of the Woodlands at 10:30. Also at 10:30, we have a lunch outing going up to North Fort Myers to the Three Fishermen Seafood Waterfront Restaurant. 10:30 is the Island Court pickups, 10:40 for the Woodlands folks, and 10:50 for Eagles Preserve and Estuary Court pickups. At 10:45, table tennis with a clinic will be in the Tarpon Room on the island. And we have a Health Connections class at 11:30, specifics in cardio conditioning. That's in the Health Club, and that's currently full. And now Caitlin is going to tell you what's going on this afternoon.
Thank you, Bev. We have Mahjong at 12 p.m. in the Sable Room of the Woodlands. And at 1:15, we have advanced table tennis in the Tarpon Room. Samba the card game will be played in the Resident Activity Center at 1:15. And from 1:30 to 3:30, the Model Train Room will be open for complimentary tours. 1:45, we have a Health Connections class, Balance and Mobility Training Level 1, and that's in the Health Club, and you do need to sign up for that. The Beady-Eyed Bee Club will be in the Oak Room of the Woodlands at 2 p.m. At 3 o'clock, we have a Health Connections class, Pilates Stretch in the Health Club. And at 3:15, come out for the Tone Chime Spring Performance in the Social Center. Another Health Connections class at 3:30, Aqua Agility and Conditioning, and that'll be at the LifeQuest Aquatic Center. Pickleball will be played at the pickleball courts at 4 o'clock. And join the singles at the singles table at the Crystal Dining Room at 5:30. You do need to reserve a seat for that. 6:30, we have Duplicate Bridge in the Game Room of the Woodlands. And our last Monday activity is Square Dancing at 7 p.m. in the Health Club, and that's currently full. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Menus for Monday. In the Crystal Room, the Crystal Platter is spaghetti and meatballs with spinach and garlic bread. The dinner special is Old Home Cooking Night for $11.95, and the soup of the day is Senate Bean. In the Island Cafe for lunch, the special is an Alpine chicken sandwich with fries for $7.25. The dinner special is Bayou Catfish with fries and coleslaw for $8.25. And the Palm Grill is closed on Mondays. All menus are available 24 hours a day at www.shellpoint.net.
Hi, Randy Woods here at the Village Church, and I'm with Jan Emrich today, joining me to talk about the recent planned food drive that is going on right now.
Right.
Tell me about the food drive. How can we participate?
Well, you can do many things. You can bring us non-perishable foods. You can write a check to the Harry Chapin Food Bank. You can bring us reusable bags.
Oh, okay.
Many things that people can do.
Now, as I've read in Shell Point Life, I realize there's a great need for proteins,
Yes,
such as the items that we have here.
Right, right. We don't always get a lot of those from Harry Chapin. So this time of year, we're trying to stock up for the summertime.
Okay.
Many people are losing seasonal jobs, and children will not be in school for the summer. So many of these children won't get breakfast and lunch.
Oh, so the canned goods, such as I see here tuna and chicken,
Right.
those things are really helpful, aren't they?
Yes, yes.
Now,
they are.
these items are going to end up going to the Harry Chapin Food Bank that is at the South
Fort Myers Food Pantry, which is a partner with Harry Chapin.
Correct. Okay.
That's where we get most of our food from. But we also depend on many churches in the area to have food drives. So many of the partners of the food pantry are doing that so that we can stock our shelves for the summer.
Now, as a resident, as a person here at Shell Point, where can we bring our contribution of the canned goods that we have, those things, baskets, bags? Where can we drop them off?
There's many locations across the island. Of course, it'll be at the Village Church, at the Resident Activity Center on the island in the Woodlands, the Health Club at Eagles Preserve, the Clubhouse at the Estuary, which is the newest location, and then the Shell Point Golf Course Pro Shop.
Now, the food pantry here serves a great need in our area, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
Even though we're finishing the season and going into summer, there's still a need.
Well, there is. We've noticed a bit of a drop-off over the last 3 months of clients coming in, and we understand that's because many of them got seasonal jobs. But now over the last week to 10 days, it's starting to uptick again.
Okay, so the need is great.
It is very great.
Well, we invite you to consider bringing your items to the locations as we've indicated, or making a contribution. in supporting this South Fort Myers Food Pantry. Items are being collected. How long do we have? Anytime this week?
Yes, through the 12th, and on Monday the 13th, we'll pack them up and take them to the food pantry.
And Jan, thank you for your leadership, you and your husband Lee, and the work that you do, and helping us to participate and contribute for the benefit of others.
It's our pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Well, that's going to do it for another Shell Point Today. Come back tomorrow when Heather Batty and Melanie Broad talk about an upcoming class entitled Brain Games. And Ruth Duber and David Howenstein will give us a preview of the upcoming Spot Play Readers event. Until then, this is Shell Point Today for Monday, April 6th. I'm Dan Philgreen, and for all of us here at Shell Point TV, we hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.